When we get to episode 50, that is going to be like a big deal for me because that's like a lot of shit there.
We're kind of got a lot of shit here.
I mean, we're here, but
We're like off here. We're like here.
Yo, these late nights got me acting a fool. I stepped in on my boom, like in the way that I move. I ain't playing around with fools.
All right, y'all. It is episode 20.
episode 20, honey.
What's
going on? Yeah, I knew that one right. I'm like, why am I so far away from the mic?
Let's put that a little bit closer. All right, y'all. So it is episode 20. It is a Wednesday because you know we film on Wednesdays. We have chips and salsa.
Yes.
Okay.
Courtesy of one of my favorite Mexican markets in Boyle Heights called Northgate.
Northgate.
If you're in LA, you know about Northgate. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, we are here, honey.
We are out here. We are in these streets. Here, queer, acting a fool as we do and such not. Okay. I am high as hell.
Okay, well, we do have to talk.
That's what happened.
To be fun.
I am a little high. You're the one that's supposed to start talking. I did the intro.
You did.
And
no, I was
actually
just gonna...
no. So what we're drinking?
No, yeah, you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me do the rest of my job.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're drinking Sachetto, a Pinot Grigio from Della Venezi, whatever. It's white wine, y'all.
Yeah, we get it.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for the ASMR girls.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, that was nasty. It was. You could hear it.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Why weren't you paying attention?
Okay, because I'm trying to do stuff.
You're supposed to have the cards together. I get the rolls. I get the lights and shit rolling, and the cameras on, and you and angled up, and everyone looking sexy and stuff. And see, if I hadn't been high, I wouldn't come up with this idea.
That is true, but don't tell your idea. Let's just let them see.
Well, what do you mean not tell them the idea? Well, they're gonna see.
Yeah.
For the people who are watching, so this is for our listeners. This is why you should tune in and watch the show because we're trying some new camera angles in here that the audio that the video listeners are getting to check out,
and they also are watching.
They're getting the fits. Okay,
that is true.
They are getting the fits.
That is true.
They are getting the man buns. They need to be redone. Whatever, it's fine.
That's good. I love a good askew top man bun.
Let me see.
Mine is never like completely like mine. I like a little asymmetrical. I wanted a little knot, like a little to the side. That's good too. That's cute.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's do cheers because we can get on.
Cheers, because we out here in these
We
streets,
are out here.
living our best lives. Ain't going back and forth with these niggas.
I did like that song.
Mm-hmm. It's a great song. It's an
You like
amazing
wine?
song. I'm actually, it's cool. I need another glass or two.
Okay.
I've had a day.
How's your week been?
My week, like all the other weeks, have been very, very busy. What about you?
You know what? Mine has been okay. Not really busy, but I've been working, doing my thing, doing my little gig, and yeah, it's been good. I'm
Oko has been living out here in LA, like a small business owner, really kicking ass and taking names for a very long time. Oko does not work for nobody. To my knowledge, Oko really has never wanted to work for anybody and hasn't, and I don't know how long. It's been a while, right?
Oh yeah, never. And I am this year would be, I am coming up. Like, it's funny that you said that. I'm like, next week will be my 14th year. Mm-hmm. I've been here since, like, I came Easter weekend of 2010. And I was 20 years old. I was 2 weeks shy of turning 20. Mm-hmm. And now I am 2 weeks into 34.
Yes, we are.
My God, today.
Out here in the
streets.
A
lot of stuff has happened. A lot of things have changed. A lot of people are no longer here, real in reality and in on this earth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good sometimes to reflect on that. Mm-hmm. I've learned a lot. And I count it all joy. That's what the people in the church say. Count it all joy. Turn your sorrows into joy, honey.
Turn your sorrows into joy.
truly quickly.
You're gonna think that salsa's too hot. It's very good.
And why are they saying medium then? They lie.
That's not medium. That's hot. It's definitely hot.
Well, no.
And I don't think shit is hot.
Yeah, I'm not. You might be taking it home.
You're gonna think that's too hot.
Yeah, you really might be taking it home.
I love hot shit, but I was like, oh, that's actually kind of hot. I was
Yeah.
like, Oko got hot supply. I was like,
No,
I was actually
it
kinda
said
surprised.
medium.
Let's taste that.
Yeah, no, I don't. We were talking.
You aren't even gonna try them now?
Well, I should because you done made me. Now people are like, why don't he try stuff?
He paid for them. It's very good, but that is hot.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's very good.
But they lied.
Yeah, that's hot.
They lied.
That's good. And it's good. Shout out to whoever made this salsa. Somebody grandmama got a recipe.
But it reminds let me give someone a shout out who introduced me to Northgate. I haven't said her name on the podcast, but she do mean something to me. Christina. Mm-hmm. Christina had a birthday.
Shout out to Christina.
Shout out to Christina Escobar. Christina had a birthday last year, and she brought different sauces. And I was like, where did you get this from? And she said Northgate. I said, I go by Northgate. I never go. And from that moment on.
Is Northgate a grocery store?
Yeah.
I don't even know where that is.
Oh, you just type them in.
Oh,
They're not one
okay.
They're not one in
like a chain.
Koreatown. I'm interested. Yeah, they're just like East LA chains. I was
There
interested.
wasn't one in Boyle Heights when we were over there.
It's there. You just never. It's not. It's a little further than the one I used to go to with you. Because there was one we used to go to. Yeah, I went with you.
Yeah, that whatever that went on Olympic.
Right. It ain't quite like that. I do like that though. It's a good consistency.
That's a really good. It just has good flavor. It's like I like stuff when it's hot and it's hot for a reason. Like it has flavor. It has flavor. You know what I mean? Versus when something's just hot to be hot.
Right.
It's a little bit different. That's nice.
All right. You and I was talking a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And, you mentioned Jasmine Sullivan. You know what I'm going to say?
I do. I saw it on Facebook. So I was literally saying, I was like, man, I really need Jasmine to go on tour. She about to give us an album and a tour. I can feel it.
You did say that.
I said that. And I don't know, maybe like an hour later did she post it? Or had she posted it like an hour before?
Probably no. It was after you had said that, and then a day later.
A day later, I was like, I feel like I'm due to see Jasmine.
Because when I called the other day and said I have some Jasmine Sullivan news, but I'm not gonna say it.
I didn't know
then.
No, I didn't know yet. Yeah,
I did though.
Yeah, I didn't.
So it had just came out then.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that was after.
So
Okay,
it's Jasmine and Maxwell.
Yeah, Jasmine and Maxwell.
And they are going to be here they end the tour here. The tour will conclude
Can we
here.
go see him somewhere else? Because it's going to be expensive. I don't want to see him here.
The tour will conclude here on October 27th at the Forum. That's a good little time. That's a good little time. Oh, and also another singer is going to be on there with them, October London. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
They say she's a rising singer.
She must be if she's on tour with them.
But Black Twitter is lamenting because they're like the celebrities, the singers don't want us to have no money this summer.
They don't.
Because can I give you a list of all the people that are on tour this summer?
Oh, sure. And I feel like Beyonce about to say she's doing a residency.
Giselle, sit down.
I think she's about to give us a residency.
I got to read that too. Did you see the playlist?
Yes. Yes, I did. And we were, but
let me say some of these people that are on tour this summer.
Yes.
SWV and Escape.
I would go.
I would get drunk and go.
How much would you go? How much you spending? We got to talk about how much you spending for each of these people. Okay. SWV and Escape. I got $75 on a ticket. Max.
I would do 75
max.
Christopher Brown.
See,
And
I would.
wait, somebody else wanted with him because I want to give them all of Christopher Brown. And who else did I say? Janae Aiko? I didn't say Janae, did I?
I don't know. Who is it?
Money Long.
Oh, you just said that. Yeah, you did say
Christopher
that.
Brown and Money Long. I don't even have to see them. I don't want to go there.
Nah, I don't know if I want to go to that.
I don't
Maybe like
wanna
$90.
And you're only giving them more because they're more current than SWV and
Just
Escape.
'cause
Because they don't have more. But I could not, for me, I love
Chris
a good
Brown
old.
has been putting out songs for a long time.
Escape and SWV got some bops.
Yeah, so
Them
does
old
Chris Brown.
bops, so.
I don't know if I want to. And I'm not even like a huge Chris Brown fan, but Chris Brown has been out making bops for a long time.
Usher Raymond is
Since
also
like
on tour.
2006.
How much did you pay for Usher?
Because we missed him in Vegas.
Right.
We were supposed to go for Oko's birthday
Last year. Yeah.
And everybody was broke.
That is true.
We're like, nah, never mind. Life is life. We gonna have a nice little party dinner over here. Yes, we is. And it was great.
It was great.
But Usher, how much I'm paying to go see Usher? Because I ain't paying to go see all these bitches. I need to go. You know what I like to do? I like to go to festivals where you can see lots of people who are on tour that summer for like one flat price. It's an expensive price, but it's flat, and you get to see a whole lot of people. Usher, $200, and I need to have $200. I'm not
That's
like,
true.
find $200 to see Usher.
Well, yeah, no, me neither.
But if I have an extra $200, I'm like, okay, let's go see Usher. Let's do it.
What
Wait,
about-
they're like $185. All right, let's go.
Right. What about good old Meg Thee Stallion?
How much I pay to see Meg Thee Stallion? $140.
I won't do that.
That seems a little high, right?
For me, I'm not that in. I like her, but I'm not.
I don't know if I'm even 140 high, but I will go see her. Because
You
Megan,
better-
you know what? A Megan concert sounds like it would be lit and ratchet from the whole damn thing.
That's
They're
true.
Yeah, I would see you in the back. $89.
And it's a few good old niggas that we ain't heard from in a long time, but God bless them all.
Niggas.
Joe and Tamia.
Okay, I would go see Joe, and I
And
would
Tamia,
go see Joe and
of
Tamia, and I would pay
course. That's
40.
a good-
I would pay $45 max. For $45.
Tamia said, "There's a stranger in my house."
$45. That seems
There
like
is a stranger in
like
my
that
house.
That seems like kind of.
You like that song, right?
Kind of. What's the Joe song I like? I just like Joe's bald ass head.
Doesn't he sing that song? I want to know. I want to know what. That's Joe. Ain't that Joe?
I want to know.
I think that's Joe.
That is Joe. That sounds like I'm thinking
Tamia, I like Tamia. I'm that 1999 kid who stranger in my house.
How much you spending?
On joint Tamia? How much did I say I would spend on Escape?
75.
I would give them 80, just because they.
Would you really?
I would give joint Tamia 80. It's a couple more.
There ain't no way in hell I'm spending $80 with Joe Tamia. There ain't no way in fucking
Mercy,
hell.
Lord. Mercy, Jesus.
No shot. No fucking shot.
Oh.
$85.
And when you turn that into the clip, and these stands come for you, good luck. Cause don't let these people fool you. They got spins. I ain't saying shit about these old niggas. Go, God like them all. Onika. Go. Onika, how
I'm
much
not
do you
going.
pay? You won't go?
I go if it was free.
Whoa.
I go. I would go if it was free. I
You
clear
would
my
not
sch-
pay to see Onika?
Would I pay to see her? It was just her?
Yeah.
No opener?
Well, Monica's there, but Monica's not open. But Monica's in the house.
Monica and Onika? You know what? That actually sweetened the pot a little bit.
Oh, Monica did.
Monica did.
Guna's, I like that. That's nice.
Monica sweetened the pot a little bit.
So you're completely anti-Onika.
I'm not like anti. I just like don't really want to go see her live. I don't know how much fun that would be because I don't like barbs.
But you...
So sitting in a crowd full of barbs.
But you who I would have
standing their questionable queen. And so whatever. I don't know. I'm not going.
Listen,
no,
I brought a fan today, so if I do this...
I'm not going.
I'm not into
I'm not going.
I'm telling you now, so if you guys
I'm
see me...
not fucking going.
I'm doing
this iced it. I'm not going. She don't want me there either.
But you know what? I slightly disagree with you. I don't think that's true for you because having gone out with you, I think that one of your good qualities is that you have the ability when you are in the midst of music that you like to kind of turn off other things.
Sure. I would. Like
And
I said,
Nikki
I would,
have bobs.
Like
So
I said,
don't
I
think
would
you
go
wanna
for
even
free.
notice.
I'm telling you, I would go for free. There's some people who I wouldn't go for free.
Have you been seeing like the footage of? You haven't saw the footage of like. I mean, she's selling out.
That doesn't surprise me. Nikki's very
A
popular.
lot of people. That Atlanta couple nights. Gays, niggas.
Where did she play in Atlanta? Where's she playing? Is she doing stadiums? Nah.
No, I don't know. I don't remember. It was packed. I think she was right. I think it was same place where Beyonce was at.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
Nikki doing a stadium tour? Can we Google that? My
I
phone
don't
is
think
dead.
she's doing a stadium tour. But I would actually go and how much would I pay for Onika? I'd give her 150.
You would give Nikki
Because I know that
how much? Like really? If I was going to spend money on it,
because it's something about her that's legendary.
maybe 125. I guess if I was gonna, I guess. But I don't want to go.
Well, I don't want to go.
But if all my friends was going, if it was like everyone was going,
right.
and the tickets was 125, I would go.
You would go.
I would go. I would.
Yeah, you would go.
I would go.
Yeah. She was at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's an arena tour.
Yeah.
No, Beyonce was doing a stadium tour.
Okay.
Arenas are like, I think 5 to 15,000 people.
This one is interesting. Tank, Carrie Hilson, and Carl Thomas are on tour. You don't know who Carl Thomas is, do you?
I don't. I was about to say that.
Yeah, I know you don't know
I
Carl
what the fuck
Thomas.
that is. I have no idea. I was about to say that.
He's like a 90s singer.
Tank, Carrie Hilson, and Carl Thomas. I'm not going.
Okay.
$25, $30, $30. If the crew is going, $35.
And last but not least,
But I'm not going. I'm not
Justin
going.
Timberlake is on tour. Let me say, I will not go. You could not cajole me. You couldn't hoodwink me.
You know, even if we was all going?
If you and Tiffany and Adrian all said, Oko, let's go to Justin Timberlake, I would say, call me after.
And the ticket was free.
And free. I would absolutely say, like I would Dave Chappelle, call me after. I fundamentally would not go and see this cracker talk or sing or cry a river. And that's on Janet Jackson. Bitch. Yeah, nah, I miss that shit. I would go see Jenny from the Block before I would Justin Timberlake, and that's saying a lot. Cause I don't have no desire to see her either.
Yeah. I would go see J-Lo.
No desire. Oh, you would have a good time. You would really have a good time.
I think I'll actually have a really good time at the J-Lo show.
Oh, I'm certain you would have a good time.
I actually think J-Lo
show.
probably really good live.
Yeah, I'm sure she's
she is
okay.
pretty
I
good
just
live.
don't want no
I've seen her.
problems of her. I mean, I don't want to deal with her. So yeah, so the people are like the people are touring. Oh, and Janet's on tour because remember we talked about that on one of our early episodes, how she's on tour with Nelly. I would go there.
125.
I would go there.
I would do 125 to see Janet and Nelly.
I mean, to give it for Janet hits and to get hot in here and the country grammar era and Air Force Ones.
So
that's a great. Actually, that out of all of them on that list,
Yeah.
that's like my favorite outside of Jasmine and Maxwell. It would be that Janet and Nelly. Outside of Escape and
See, the thing
SWV.
is, because it's Jasmine and Maxwell, and I think Maxwell's like the headline.
He is the headline.
And I don't like Maxwell that much. I'm more Jasmine.
Yes, which means that you're not going to get all her catalog like you are his, I suppose.
Yeah. So like I would have that for me. I'm much more like I want to see Jasmine Sullivan. And like I'm trying to think about who would be opening for Jasmine Sullivan. Fucking that the white girl.
Oh, Renee Rapp.
Yep.
I knew you was finna say Renee.
I was like, she could do it. That would be interesting. But I'm like modern, current. You know what I mean?
I don't think Jasmine niggas wanted to see a white girl open it.
I don't think they do either.
I don't think so.
But you know what? I think if she was good, but Renee Rapp is good.
No, listen, black people have no problem liking a white person who's about their shit.
I think they would
she open her mouth and sing.
I think that everyone, if it was Jasmine Sullivan and they said this Jasmine let her open, and she was a white girl, they would listen. They might be like, okay, and then I think Renee Rapp would be like, bang, and everyone would be like, okay. That's what I think would happen.
And you know, the thing about black people is that be it Tina Marie or even Justin Timberlake before this shit lately, we will stand a white person that does know how to sing.
What shit?
Meaning the Britney Spears and the Janet Jackson.
I mean, that was like 20 years ago.
But it was 20 years ago, but the fallout of that has been very, very current.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's so get heat to where he like Oprah, and he ain't on no Ozempic. He got his comments off. Justin said, don't bother me with that Britney Spears bullshit.
I'm telling you.
Or Janet. I'm tired.
Everyone in LA is on Ozempic.
Oh, God.
I'm hearing about it. It is in the streets. It is on the buses. Bus bitches are on Ozempic.
You do not know that for a fact.
Bus bitches are on Ozempic. Bus
is
bitches are on Ozempic.
All right. Am I wrong? You ready? Yeah, this one's interesting. Okay, so this person says, I am a 26-year-old male. I was in a relationship with my girlfriend, who's also 26, for many years. However, a couple of years ago, my girlfriend confessed she had been sleeping with my brother for the past few months. Ooh. To say that was a heartbreak and traumatic was underselling. I literally didn't know what I was feeling. I felt empty and numb. I immediately cut off my brother and my girlfriend from my life. However, I would have expected some support from my parents, but instead they didn't seem too angry and were actually supportive of the relationship.
Oh, what?
They just said that cheating was a mistake, but that my girlfriend and my brother were ultimately meant to be together. Whew. I literally got no support from my family except from my sister. So it's been 2 years, and my sister and I have both cut off complete contact with our brother and our parents. We moved states, blocked them on every possible outlet. I don't think our parents know where we currently live. We also have no idea what our parents or our brothers are up to. We never plan on reaching out to them again. Is this a drastic measure? I really don't care about my brother anymore, but I sometimes just wonder if cutting off my parents was too harsh. Ooh,
Definitely.
Child.
Sounds like white shit.
Huh?
Sounds like white people.
But I don't think they black.
It sounds
They didn't say they color.
This is
but
not black people. This doesn't sound like black people. This don't
black
sound
people let their mama hit them in the head and still talk to them.
Right. Yeah. You're not going to cut off your mama because that don't sound right. But if you,
Also, a black mama would not handle it like that.
but I mean, if you're gonna,
Her black mama would not tell one child that is ultimately you slept with your brother's bitch and therefore they meant to be together. A black mama ain't gonna quite maneuver it like that.
no shot.
She gonna say, leave that bitch alone. It's other bitches in the sea.
So many other bitches in the sea. So many other bitches, and they trifling as fuck.
That's the part. But
They trifling
finish.
as fuck. I mean, that's what. Just like last week?
That was last week.
Like last week. I'm telling you, or like no. I was thinking about the one, the family dynamic with where they wouldn't where she wouldn't give the medicine, and the daughter didn't understand why she wasn't getting the medicine.
Yeah, because the family was rich.
Right.
And she was upset.
But just like I was like, there's something that's going on that happened before this.
Right.
Something happened before that moment with the medicine. Why they're not doing that? There's something that this kid does not understand.
Right.
There's some piece of the story they're missing. That's the same thing that's happening here with these brothers. Because
True.
you and that relationship you have with your bitch, he's skipping some parts of the story for why they ended up like this. Now, should he be done with them? Yeah, probably. That's trifling as fuck. Would I cut off my brother for that? Probably not, but I'm forgiving.
You are.
I'm particularly forgiving in a way that I shouldn't be, in a way that I think is detrimental to me sometimes.
Sometimes. I've told you that.
Mm-hmm. I'm particularly forgiving.
You know, I'm forgiven. I forgive, but I tell you how my forgiveness work. Like I forgive in a way that, like, when I'm faced with it years later, I realize I'm not upset anymore.
I'm gonna be shitting hot later.
You're gonna be shitting something.
This is so hot.
I'm glad you live by yourself or whatever.
This is so hot.
But I feel that I think that it's interesting because to me, why did the mother? That's my biggest issue. Like, why did they intervene? Like, you don't tell your child who been cheated on and sleeping with your other son that they meant to be together.
I mean,
That's just mean.
yeah.
It's like, do you have a favorite? Is that other one your favorite?
There'd be stuff going on in the background.
I think there's something.
There'd be stuff going on in the background. Cause
If you are wanting to appear like you like both of your children, I don't know how you can handle it like that. Personally, I don't know. Stay out of it. Also, blood is thicker than what's the saying? Blood is thicker than what? I don't know.
Than water?
Yeah, like it's your family. So outside of wanting them to be together, I wouldn't. That's the only thing I would do. Like, you guys don't let that break us all up.
I probably wouldn't cut off my brother, though we definitely would have a problem for a while.
Yeah, I would cut him off. I don't know if I would cut my parents off.
I'm gonna cut my parents off. I'm not really as I get older, I try to understand that people are making decisions and things happen for a reason. Mm-hmm. So if for some reason I end up in that scenario and I'm gay and my brother's not, so this is very like hard to envision. But if some tables turned around and I was straighter or he was gayer and that happened, I'd probably think it was funny at some point. I'd probably think it was funny, and
Okay.
I'd probably...
There's a plate under yours. I gave us two.
Oh, sorry. Mm-hmm. I think some part of me feels like I would be able to, like, I feel like some part of me would be able to forgive it and maybe make a joke of it, make a song about it, make art of it, make a light of it. Because I think that's what life is about, kind of.
But if your brother stayed or continued to have a relationship with your ex and your father, which is your connection to your brother, your father, right?
Yep.
And your father was basically taking his side, how would that make you feel?
I would be like,
Because see, that's the thing.
I would just think to myself that, you know what, that is not cool.
Would you cut your father off?
I have before, but I don't think that would make me do it. I don't think that would make me do it now. Like I said, I've already done the cutting them off and things. I've already done that. I've done the cutting them off. I've done the.
The more we talk about this, are we understanding what the damn meant and what he did?
I'm moving across. I've done the move across the country. I've done the move out the house at 16. I've done all of it. I've done all of these parent moments, the emancipating. I've done it all.
Me.
And so like,
Happy birthday, Mariah. It's her birthday.
Oh, today's Mariah's birthday?
Anniversary. You don't say birthday. You know,
Happy anniversary, Mariah.
Anniversary. Happy anniversary, Mariah.
Yes.
Me, M squared.
Me, M squared. Yes. And
Fly like a bird.
You know, doing like I've like cutting off is I've already done that, and like usually time heals stuff, and then you be kind of regretting at the time that you lost sometimes. So it's not always worth it. So generally, I try to skip to the forgiving part because it's just a little bit easier. I don't like that many people. so like I'll be like, I kind of like you. Can you? I try to make clear like, don't do this shit again. Like if you do some shit like this again, we might be in a slightly different spot. We might have an issue. But I think sometimes, like even right now, I got a relationship, I got a thing, whatever, that I'm like, okay, this is in a weird spot, and I really think that we'll be all right. But right now, it is in a kind of weird spot. And so, I was just in the fucking store having an argument about this earlier today.
On the phone with the person?
Yes.
With the person.
Today has been such a long day.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
I think that, well, I kind of go from the method that who's in my life is supposed to be, who's not, will leave.
Yes.
So I don't hold on tightly to people, but I love from a way to where I am holding you. I'm just not holding tightly. So if something come up and you realize that you need a better friend than Oko,
you do hold tightly to you hold tightly to some people.
well, I think you guys, I think it comes across like that. But let something happen, I have no problem letting go.
I don't think that's true. That's not everybody. I don't think that's everybody.
You seen me?
I have.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
have.
interesting.
Yes, I have actually. Yes, quite a few times. And so,
A few times.
Well, no, I'm just saying I have. I've seen you. I've definitely seen you.
Hold tight to people.
I can think of the people you hold tight to. You mention them all the time on the show.
I know that. What I'm saying is that if something was to come up,
You would work it out with them.
not really. I ain't doing too much working out.
I think you would work it out with them.
Maybe.
I think that's what would happen.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what would happen.
Maybe.
Oko has a tough shell, but he's a little
Tough shell.
He's a little softer on the inside.
Some days.
I think, like, if me and Oko had a problem, I think he'd work it out with me. I think so. He doesn't call me that often, but we do. But I see him a lot. We talk all the time.
I don't call you that often.
We do. So, like, you know, I think that. I think there are some people who you would work it out with. Working it out is sometimes, I think,
Sure.
the amicable thing to do.
I
I think sometimes it's just like, it's where it's just be like, you know what,
I work some things out.
because I firestorm a lot. Like, I'm more like of the crazier one. So like, I have to be in the same breath a very forgiving person. Because you kind of have to be. Usually,
Right.
I spent a lot of time as being the one who needed to be forgiven for a lot of stuff.
Right.
Now it's less like that. But I used to be a friend who was more like that.
Right.
Evolution.
Not really my MO though. Like I tried my best to really like give all my friends exactly what I want you guys to give me. So I really work at that. And I don't give you mess. Never. I never brought you mess to your table.
No.
Never.
You've spilled a drink or two.
A few times, but never miss.
Never brought
Never
a
miss.
mess. No.
Never problems. Like
No.
and that's just not my thing. So it's like I really try to come correct when I am. A friendship to me is it's not having your shit together, but it is being your best self. And I really try my best to be my best self.
Yeah, to be the to do.
I really try my best with all my friends. I try my best. I literally make it like be your best Oko for your friends.
I try to be. I try to be like. I try to be my best for my friends. I try to show up.
You show up.
That's what I try to do.
You show up.
Do I try to be my best? I don't know if it's my best, but I'm there.
You're there. That's true.
And I will be there.
That's true.
That I do. But I don't know if it's my best all the time. Actually, it's probably not. My friendships are not reserved for the best. My best is for when I'm in professional settings. My best is for when I'm on this fucking camera. Well, my best is for these other instances. My friends are for when I am at my best, but also for when I'm at my worst. That is what friends. That's not my best. Oh no, it's not my best. It is.
I think that's an interesting take on friendship.
Yeah.
What else do I have here? Oh, I have a lot, but okay. What is your love language? A, words of affirmation. B,
It's time.
acts of service. C, receiving gifts. D, quality time. E, physical touch.
In general, it's time, quality time. With a partner, it's somewhere between time and physical touch. More of like a tie. What about you?
I suppose A, words of affirmation.
Interesting.
Because
I guess I could see that.
Yeah, because to be very frank, quality time, I want bitches on certain blocks.
Oko's very like, what did you just say to me?
Very much so.
What did you just say?
Yeah.
Me, I could care less about what you said.
Oh yeah, I'm very much so. Oh no, like that's the quickest way to make me never ever talk to someone that they come across and say the wrong shit.
And say the wrong shit.
Yeah. Because Oko funny as shit and say a lot of shit, but I don't say the wrong shit to my friends.
Well, that's true.
I really don't. I bite my tongue. I like come from that place. I am not here to hurt you. I never do that. I always uplift. I'm funny. I'm shady. I'm so all of that.
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
But like saying sideways shit, I don't do that.
I used to do that when I was younger. Not on purpose. I thought it was funny.
I did it in my teenage years, and my grandmother, Mary Jo, who I'm seeing in a couple weeks, who's already making the seasoning.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'll be gone for a week. She told me at 16 years old, and I always remember this. I had a little argument with another cousin, and I said something kind of mean. And my grandma, Mary Jo, said to me, she said, listen, no matter how much you beg or you apologize after you say something, you can't take the words back. She says, so it took me 50 years to realize that some things you can beg, you can plead, you cannot take back. Because when you tell someone the thing that hurt them, even if they forgive you and you atone, it's out there. Sure. And I vividly remember being 16 years old and knowing that that was like a correct course, and it operated how I live my life. Which is why with me and you, on this podcast, I noticed like I try to take a beat always. As quick as I try to be, I am also like always. With you as a person, I'm okay. Let's because I am very clear that when I say this shit,
it's out there.
It's here. I can apologize.
Really
and on this shit, it's really out there.
Really out there. Really out there.
So I would say words of affirmation, acts of service. I don't even know really what that means.
Acts of service is like opening the door for you.
I don't need that. Don't open my doors.
Or like I took you to the airport. Or
I don't even need that.
But like that. But that's like someone's.
I get that. Yeah, that's not my. I don't care about that.
Like doing stuff for someone.
Receiving gifts.
Giving stuff to someone.
I can do that. Receiving gifts, I like them, but I don't know. I think mine is just, and physical touch sometimes. Also, don't touch me.
with general people, I'm like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
But with someone with someone who I'm interested in, I'm like, yeah, fucking touch me, because there's the physical touch that I don't ever get anywhere else.
Yeah, I don't even really want that. I told you that's why I don't want a man all night long.
I want a man all night long.
Child.
I do.
He hears your prayers.
It's true.
But
like a good one, not a shitty one.
No, yeah,
not just a man,
not
just a man. Please, I don't need just a man. Girl.
No, we don't.
I don't.
No,
I can't have some big ass 300-pound weight on my back.
Not just any old thing.
Like fuck me. I'm like I don't have time. 235-pound weight on my motherfucking back as I drag us up this hill, as I drag us to a passport office. I'm done. No, I can't.
That's funny.
So we could take a trip. No, I can't.
Uh,
Today was wild.
oh, yeah.
So
Tell us about your day.
I woke up. I've been Ubering, but Ubering is getting difficult because I'm busy.
Yes, you are busy.
I'm a busy person.
You are.
And so like I have like a million jobs in order to pay this stupid fucking Los Angeles rent and to be a creative and to be an LA bitch. All right. So, but we're doing it. Okay. And I'm grateful.
Yes, you are grateful.
Being a full-time creative. This is a very cool thing I've been
Because you
wanting to do.
wanted this.
This is what I wanted.
Yes, you wanted
This is what I
this.
wanted, and this is a very cool thing that I do. But I am busy. And so I've been Ubering because my motorcycle got stolen.
Okay.
So a couple weeks ago, after we came home from taping the show, I realized that my bike wasn't outside of my apartment.
Right.
I thought that the bike was towed because I have a bunch of parking tickets.
Okay.
And it was it was a street sweep day, so I was like, fuck, they towed my bike. And then 3 days later, my neighbor was like, oh, like, I was outside about to go Uber, and he was like, oh, like, your bike, like, he was like, your bike's gone. And I was like, yeah, my bike's gone. He was like, I was like, they towed it. He was like, nah, they stole your shit. I was like, they stole my shit. He was like, yeah, they stole your shit. And I was like, did you see them? And he was like, I got it on camera. I was like, you got it on camera? Homie pulled out his phone. He had the dudes taking the bike and pulling it off on the truck or whatever that he was doing. So fast forward, I've been driving for Uber, and I've had these electric cars, and I've been doing all these things, but it's cost me a lot of money. I don't have time to do it. So I went out and I returned the Uber car today, and I was like, okay. And then I went to the store and I bought a Tesla.
That's your Tesla?
That's my Tesla.
Whoa.
It's like, that was the story.
Come on.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I know you were talking about it. Come on, Tesla.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a bad bitch.
You better be rich.
I don't think that's what it is, but I took advantage. So right now there's a tax credit, and the tax credit gives $4,000.
Okay.
For your EV. If you can get a $4,000 tax credit if you buy a used EV.
Okay.
And the EV has to be, it's 2024. So the EV has to be a 2022 or older. Okay. And under $25,000.
Okay.
Rebates $4,000. So I was like, okay, word. I'm gonna find a Tesla. I was like looking around. I was like, maybe I can find a used Tesla. And I found a couple that were under 25 and coming in under 25. And then I found one dealership that was willing to take the $4,000 rebate from the government and use it as a down payment on the car. Oh, wow. So I took that, threw a couple more dollars at it, and it pretty much took my Tesla from like 23,000 to like 19.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm going to Uber with it because Uber's having a deal where this won't be out in time. Maybe I'll make the clip. Yeah, but like Uber's having a deal where if you do it through TrueCar and Uber, if you buy a Tesla, you get $1,000 if you do 100 rides in it on top of your rides. Wow. So it's $4,000 off the car and $1,000 from Uber. So I was like $5,000 off to get the Tesla. So I bought a Tesla.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Grown, honey.
Grown. Out here.
And are they electric?
It is electric.
Got it.
It is electric.
Good for you.
I wanted my last car was a sports car. My last car was a Camaro. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh, I want my next car to be, I had said I wanted my next car to be electric. I expected to keep the Camaro a little bit longer than I had. We won't get into that story. That's
not today.
That's another day. But you know, like
spare the people.
Yeah, spare the people. But like, so now it's like a little future proof. I'm like pushing up on 30.
It's very the Jetsons. I always think of the Jetsons when I think of when I see Teslas.
It's a neat little car.
It is good.
Well, I'll give you a ride. You know, we'll see. You'll see it.
What are we doing next? Okay. Let's talk about that bridge collapsing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Let me tell you what I thought about, and we could take this out. You're not taking it out, but I'm trying to do you remember what you went home to New York and you had a show?
Yeah.
And I called you, or you called me probably, because you said I don't call.
You don't. He doesn't.
You called me.
He fucking doesn't.
And okay, let's bring it back. You called me, and you were in the car with two of your friends.
Okay.
I shouldn't say their names because I don't even know their names. I think one of them was your friend
Blossom.
Blossom.
Yeah. Or I don't know what was the thing.
But what I remember is you, me, her, and the other person in the back seat had a whole conversation of what would happen if
A bridge collapse.
Yeah. Do you remember that conversation?
Okay, so
I was on the phone. You guys
So
were in
you
the
were
car.
on the phone.
Yes.
So that's so funny you bring up this story. This morning, I was on the phone with Kiana.
Oh, okay, your
who
cousin.
was in the car with me and Blossom.
That day?
And because we were going to the show. Or like coming back from the show. And Blossom was there.
You
Kiana
were
was
on
there.
her way to her. You hadn't picked her up yet. Unless you guys kept having the conversation.
Like we were like, yeah, like we were talking, and we
yes.
were, and we
you guys were on her way to her house.
And so I was talking with Kiana this morning, and we were talking about how being at like a bridge collapsing is literally one of my worst fears. Because it's to me like a lot of events that you now need to like survive. Like first there's the initial like crash of cars. Then there's the falling.
Right.
Then the falling and impact.
Okay.
Then you have to get out of the sinking death trap. And then you have to get out of the weight of the debris that is falling and get to shore. Usually it's like a really, really shitty military test. That's what it seems like. It seems like a really bad, like a really rough test that seems hard to get out of. And then pair it up with this fucking footage. I don't know if y'all saw the bridge fall. That shit fell really fucking quickly.
Very quick. Very quick.
Like the whole bridge fell damn near like it was made of kindling. Like I was looking at it and I kept thinking to myself, I was thinking about like that Como bridge.
Right.
And I was like, that bridge, they ain't gonna do that. If a boat crashes into that bridge, this whole fucking thing isn't coming down.
Right.
It's not designed like that. That bridge was really, I was like, that really seemed rickety as shit.
So they say that it was going 9 miles per hour. And
rickety ass bridge, 9 miles an hour.
The cargo ship was.
Yeah, that's slow as fuck.
Right. And it did give them time to issue a mayday, which allowed them to stop
some traffic,
which is why, as of now, it is 6 missing construction workers that were on the bridge filling potholes, who are presumed to be dead. 2 others were rescued. 1 was unharmed, and the other is in very serious condition. It is scary. It's sad.
It's sad.
It's very sad.
I'm happy that it didn't happen during fucking like rush hour.
Right. I think that's true. It's like life usually, like there is always like a providence to certain things. Like it feels almost like that part I do think. And I also think if you look at the footage, because I saw footage like right before it happened and like a minute before, cars were zooming on it. And then you just noticed that you didn't see any cars. And that was because they had heard that mayday.
Interesting.
Which is why it allowed them to like stop the cars from coming. Okay. But here's the thing that I think from now going forward, which by the way, Biden has said that the federal government is going to pay for the bridge. I'm thinking like, no shit, who else going to pay for it? Baltimore?
That part.
Yeah, I don't understand Biden want points, but it's like, who fucking paying for it? The black mayor and Westmore, the governor?
You going to fundraise it?
Yeah, he like made a big deal.
You gonna GoFundMe?
He made a very big deal yesterday. The federal government's going to pay for it. No cost. No shit, Biden. I also think some lawsuits are coming. If I was to the construction people.
No, I mean the construction people are going to sue, but
I don't know who they suing.
It's like an accident.
Right.
There's something to sue. You can sue like the ship's insurance,
like the cargo ship.
The cargo ship's insurance, because that's an insured boat because it's got all that shit on it.
For sure,
that's an insured boat. There's definitely some money there, but like it's an accident. It likely wasn't negligence. They said it lost power.
Also, is it worth even like to me like to learn from this? I think it was great that they were able to stop the cars, but in the next incident that this happens, how do you get to them people up there with the potholes?
I think it's more like how do we
because they dropped to 150 feet.
How do we figure what bridges are the most susceptible to the same thing? To a low impact collision with a large thing. Because 9 miles an hour isn't that fast. That boat is fine. The boat that hit the bridge is fine. the shit that was on the boat that hit the bridge is all fine. That bridge was made like shit.
And the bridge was the second longest continuous truss bridge in the world.
Where was that?
Baltimore.
I think I've been across that bridge.
Yeah.
I think
it was like a big. It's
like a
really
terrifying
a connector
bridge
too.
Yeah.
It's a connector. Like that's why they're saying like because Baltimore is a port city, Amazon's over there. Like it's a lot of stuff that this have really put a halt to. Now, I think it's insensitive that reporters are asking the mayor that, which is why I liked how the guy was like, told them, first of all, we're not thinking about Amazon and packages. Let's be clear.
Actually, though.
This is yesterday. They literally fucking saying that to him. And this is a black man. Have you seen the photos of the mayor? He's like a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
And who, by the way, is getting so much racist shit from people just by the way he looked.
Of course.
They're calling him the diversity mayor.
Sure. Of course.
Just because black people can't be
Black people
mayor
can't be
without
mayor.
a diversity,
Without affirmative action.
Yes, we just can't. Fuck you.
Yeah. White people kill me.
But I think it's very it's something very daunting about that. It was a little not something. It is. I'm just grateful that it's not as many casualties because as of yet, no one's died.
Besides the 6 people.
Oh, that's true. Jesus. I'm drunk, y'all. We had 6 people that was missing. Yeah, people dead, Lord.
Oh, God.
That's funny. Keep it in there.
Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
It's live.
It's live.
Yeah, no. That's a horrible. That's really a horrible story. It just and booty, because he's over transportation.
He
so
is
that's
the
really made
secretary.
him on the news clean up these bridges, booty.
Cleaning up the bridges is not that easy.
I bet it's not. I'm not saying it is easy.
That New York bridge is nice. That bridge in LA is real nice too. That bridge is not gonna fucking hit no day.
Who the people stole the lights off of? The lights they literally went there one night and took the lights where it's black at night.
They saw them all off?
Every last one of them. And they clearly must be so expensive that they can't put them back on. Because this was 3 months ago.
Someone saw all the lights
Yes,
off the
when
bridge?
I am leaving places at night and I'm in Uber.
LA don't have nothing patrolled.
Yeah.
LA has no patrol system.
Because that's it's been
LA
a few
has
deaths on that bridge too.
LA struggles to jumping off of it or
jumping
getting
off
shot
in
of
foolishness, taking selfies and falling. Just fools.
I mean, it's a cute bridge.
It is very cute, but I don't know if it's
But
worth
it is very LA where it kind of is like a bridge that is also kind of it's like a bridge, but I could totally see how it's like a venue.
It is that, and it's already kind of gotten into the filmography.
Like the concept that you can make a bridge a venue.
True.
Is very, very, very Los Angeles.
Did you see Creed 3, whatever it is, the last one?
Didn't we see it together?
No, I saw it with Chloe.
I think I saw it.
Well, Creed, he's jogging down that bridge in that.
Yeah.
And Niecy Nash did that cop sitcom, and it was behind her. They've already made it into a LA theme.
It's a very pretty bridge.
It is. It's just black
and
at night.
they built it. It's already built, so there isn't
it is, and it took them years.
It probably isn't that they don't have the money to get new bulbs. They're probably trying to figure out a new solution to lighting the bridge that isn't so cuttable. That's what it is.
Right.
It's probably taking a couple. That's what it is. They're trying to come up with a solution that is not
right.
That. Yeah.
Tell me your favorite Michael Jackson song.
You Rock My World.
That was quick. What is mine? My favorite Michael Jackson song probably is
It's definitely You Rock My World.
I was going to say I got a few. I like I like The Way You Make Me Feel. I like that one. I like Do You Remember the Time?
Do you remember the time?
That's great. We Are Not Alone.
You are not alone.
I'll
be there with you.
PYT.
Oh, I want to love you. PYT, pretty young thing.
Rock With You.
I want to rock with you all night.
And ended with Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana. Oh. There we go. All right.
My God.
I'm a little drunk too.
Well, Michael's 93-year-old mother, Catherine.
Oh, she seems...
Jackson.
Why do old people keep doing all this stuff?
Catherine Jackson is in a legal fight with her youngest grandson, Michael's son, Blanket.
That's so stupid.
Who was born Prince Michael Jackson II. My first question is, and I literally wrote this down in the car, is Prince Michael Jackson II. Who the fuck is the first?
Prince?
Michael's name is not Prince.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Why is he calling blanket Prince Michael II?
I don't know. Oh, wait. Maybe his... No. What isn't his son? Wait. Because he has two sons.
He does.
What's the other one's name?
I don't know what that one's name. That's the oldest one.
It's Prince.
Okay, so he named both children Prince and one is second?
I think the other one is Blanket.
This is Blanket I'm talking about, who is Prince Michael II.
I think maybe the other one is... I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe he's the first Prince Michael, the son, the older brother. And this one is the youngest one. I don't know. Well, that's his real name, legal name. He go by Blanket Jackson. Funny.
Stupid.
Funny. Do you remember, like, are you a little too young to remember when Michael held the baby over the balcony?
That. When the first conversation I had about Michael Jackson, I was being like, Dad, what's going on the TV? He's in jail a lot. And my father was like, don't let people touch you. That was that's what my I'm like
Mercy,
6. Don't let people fucking touch you. My father had to pull me over to the side to tell me, do not let people fucking touch you. When I brought up Michael Jackson when I was like 6 years old.
That's funny. So yeah, Michael.
That was like a buried deep down one.
So yeah, Blanket is taking his grandma to court for his dad's estate.
That's a good clip.
Yeah. As I go for it. So he's taking his grandmother to court, and it's because the rift between the two of them is centered around the legal fees she's racked up trying to stop the executors of his estate from going through with a major business venture. The deal that they're trying to stop is like sealed. So they don't know what the deal is, but they've been told reportedly that Sony Music have did a deal for like half of Michael's music catalog.
Sure.
For $600 million.
Sounds about right.
And Catherine is fighting that.
Because she just want to die stressed out.
She's 93. I don't know why else she would be fighting it.
What the fuck?
But the issue between her and her grandson is that the estate want her to pay her own legal fees. And as of now, she's suing them, but they paying for the legal fees.
Funny.
Catherine saying, fuck you and
I'm gonna sue and pay you. I'm gonna use your money to sue you.
And they're claiming that she can pay for it. And this is the part I really want to talk about. They're saying she can pay for it. And according to TMZ, documents obtained by TMZ, she's received $55 million since he died in 2009.
Woo!
$55 million.
Somebody getting them checks.
$55 million. The estate also alleges
that was a long time ago. That was almost like
15
years ago, yeah.
Yeah, like June.
I came home from a water park, and Michael Jackson was dead. And I remember, because 2 days before, like earlier that week, I had been like, I wonder what the world would be like if Michael Jackson died. And that nigga died that week.
Oh, Tim, okay, intuition.
Our nigga died that week.
Why were you thinking that?
I don't know. But I remember thinking that. And I was like, what the fuck?
My God, damn.
For sure.
So yeah, the $55 million since then. The state also alleges that she gets an estimated of $160,000 a month
From
the estate, which is what they're calling an allowance.
Michael is popular.
And that, with other cash outs included, that would be equaling to $33 million. The state also said...
Well, shit, she said $600 million. That ain't shit.
She did say that.
I make my money in my motherfucking sleep.
Right. The state also said that it makes sure that Catherine is well taken care of. It gives her... it bought her a $15 million home. She has security. She has amenities. She has a private gardener. So they still trying to wonder, Catherine, why are you fighting us for this secret deal? And Catherine is basically saying, you ain't fooling me.
Now, Catherine said, I like it good like I got it.
That's funny.
But who the fuck she gonna leave the money to?
Huh?
Ain't it going to them too? Who she would leave it to Michael if she ain't leaving to Michael. Who Catherine leaving the money to?
What I think is interesting is that, like, it sounds like the executors are the ones that are really in control of the estate. And Michael and his children and Momma are just beneficiaries, but they don't have like complete control.
Interesting.
That's the part, because that's why Blanket is upset with the grandmother. Blanket is saying that if she keep racking up bills, it's going to take into what they're getting.
But Blanket's probably like 18, 19 years old. He ain't that damn old. Well,
He might be like 22. He would have to be by now. Yeah, that's like I don't know how old he is. I didn't
that
write
nigga
that
don't
down.
know shit. That white man don't know shit.
What?
You know they think they
Who?
black.
Who do?
Michael Jackson's kids.
Oh, child. They think they black.
They think they black.
They are. Okay, whatever. You mean we had a whole conversation about that one time.
When?
Me, you, and Chloe at our birthday party last year.
They really think they black. They really think they black.
Because wasn't
Which is crazy.
not Blanket. What's her name? Wasn't
That is the most Gigi Hadid shit I have ever heard in my life.
what's the girl name? Paris. Wasn't
Yeah.
Paris? I've heard things about Paris like real life, but wasn't Paris?
Ooh, I heard some things
About Paris?
today about. So I'm gonna switch the topic. So today I was working on a podcast. I'm not gonna say whose podcast. Oko has been talking about. I must totally switch the podcast to Diddy and Trey Songz, and I'm gonna veer it right now.
You ready to go now?
So
Okay.
the today I was working on a show, and one of the people on the show has some very explosive allegations. And you have been talking about Trey Songz for a long
In our
time.
real life.
In our real life,
Dragging
you
him.
have been talking about Trey Songz for a
dragging
long
him.
time. And today, I watched a podcast tape that airs tonight. Oh, we can talk about it. Today I was working on a. I can't say who. I don't think that's appropriate.
say.
Today I was working on a podcast that confirmed that was someone who said Trey Songz beat my ass, and
Oh no.
oh yeah, and this was not a low profile person, and this goes live tonight.
The podcast.
The podcast.
Dep, okay.
Yeah, and you have been talking, and they were talking about Diddy, and they were talking and how, because did Diddy do it? Diddy did it. Diddy diddled and did it and them did it.
Did he do it, honey?
Diddy probably did it because they don't just be setting up the SWAT teams for no motherfucking reason.
They do not.
They don't.
Not
to
a
all the
bi-coastal.
addresses. Not a bi-coastal.
Not a bi-coastal,
That
honey.
is a little spicy.
Not on a Monday. Armored with helicopters and federal agents.
Bringing the kids out in cuffs.
Did I tell you
They not kids, they grown ass men, but
they are grown ass men? But that one of them kids who is also being in that lawsuit for sex trafficking and assault. One of Diddy's sons.
who?
I think it's Christian Combs.
Oh, the young one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw him.
Spicy.
I saw him in downtown last year. And okay, I saw him in downtown last year, and I remember thinking something's off. And everything else I'll say to you after this show.
Okay.
I just felt like something was off. I
Really?
just had like a gut feeling that something was off. Something was off. It was like that energetic feeling of like, oof, this is interesting.
This is weird.
Very
Something's
weird.
off here.
Very like
off
had
here.
an icky feeling.
Yep.
So this is not good. To put it into context, in our group podcast, we ended with Diddy because at the time, Cassie had just came out.
Yes.
Literally, that had just happened.
Like that had just happened.
And 5 months later, Diddy's being raided.
Yeah.
And we have intentionally,
We had to stray away from Diddy. Me and Oko had a conversation. We had
Yes,
done
we
like
did.
We had done like 3 or 4 episodes with Diddy in the topic, and I said I can't do no more fucking Diddy. I think it actually popped up on the show.
it did a little bit.
I think it might have popped up.
And
on
if
the
you
show.
notice, I never brought him up again.
No, I did. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I never did because I also knew I just had a feeling this day was gonna come where we cannot but talk about it.
Sure.
We have to talk about him right now.
Yeah, most
Because when the Freds come, why are we protecting this man who, by the way, I mean, it's one thing to be a closet queen. Okay.
A bunch of those.
But sex trafficking,
Yeah.
where you have women and men saying horrible, horrible allegations of drugging and physical abuse.
the person whose podcast I saw said of the times they are 30 years old or so, and the only time they've ever had drugs in their system that they did not put there themselves was in the Diddy household.
Oh, whoa.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
And allegedly he records
from reputable sources.
Yeah, no, I'm only saying allegedly because of what I'm getting ready to say.
But just like from where I pull where.
Yeah, allegedly, like he, and this is according to that Lil Rod, that Lil Rod producer who worked on that Love album, which I think is ironic that a couple years ago we were hearing stories that this man was trying to change his name into Love. Because he was all about love. Lil Rod is a producer on Diddy's Love album.
The one that just came out.
Yes. This is the one
like the one that came out this year.
Yes.
Last 6 months.
I think within the last year or so.
Yeah, last year or so, yeah.
Yeah, and this was the one that he was trying to
the collab album, there's like a bunch of people on it.
That's it. This guy, Lil Rod, went to the law a month ago, and I did not talk about it because I just had the feeling that we were going to have to talk about it eventually. He came out with a 73-page lawsuit where he confirmed some of the things that Cassie said. He also talked about good old Carisha.
Okay.
Who is...
What did he say about Carisha?
Allegedly Carisha is, and it's not like we don't know, we don't think this, but Carisha allegedly was a sex worker for Diddy, that he was paying her for sex. Shocker. Why else would Carisha be with Diddy?
I mean, that's a whole nother conversation, yeah.
But that's in the lawsuit. And
I mean that's
also what's in the lawsuit is that Carisha have a cousin allegedly who sexually like spiked his drink and took advantage of him.
Her cousin.
Carisha has a cousin who was a female who took advantage of one of Diddy's male producers. Who wrote this big. I mean, if you notice, like on Twitter and just in the news, they keep referencing this 73-page lawsuit from a former assistant producer. It's this guy.
Oh.
And in that lawsuit, he also talks about being sexually touched inappropriately by the actor Cuba Gooding Jr., who was at Diddy's house. He had pictures of this. That's another reason why I think this one is a little different, because Diddy is stupid. Like, it's one thing, and Cassie said this too, that he liked the fucking show. That's what she said in the lawsuit, that he's that type of person that he gets off on paying sex workers to fuck her only for it to be like a show and tell. So he gave this guy all his shit, and the guy took it to the law and said, here. He got allegedly pictures of Stevie J in the bed with a man.
I don't know who that is.
Stevie J is...
Is he from Boys B2K?
No, Stevie J is he's a rapper, but he also was of that like Eve Rough Rider era. He used to date Eve. He's now married to Faith Evans. You know Faith Evans?
Currently.
Sure. He's also did a couple, and you wouldn't know this because you don't watch reality TV. He did a couple Love and Hip Hop stints. But what I find interesting about Diddy is that it feels like for the first time, some of the things that I have been hearing in this city for years are like public conversation. Like, and that is where the conversation is almost like that saying, what's done in the dark will come to light eventually.
These people whose podcast I was working
right
are plugged into LA and Hollywood. And when she came out and said Trey Songz, my jaw was like...
Who I heard is Wretched.
She said he's worse than Chris Brown, and Chris Brown has she said he's much worse than Chris Brown, and Chris Brown has the reputation.
I listen.
Mm-hmm. That's what she said.
I drag a lot of people, and I personally have dragged some niggas with you privately that I don't drag on this podcast, to be very honest.
Yeah.
But I knew... No. I knew I could... I got Tremaine's number, and I think that's...
yeah.
I think that's his name. But yeah, that Lil Rod's claim that Diddy is not a nice person. And I think that what we are witnessing, and it's kind of great to have a podcast to be able to have a friend where you can talk about this and people listen to this. So I do take it serious.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's interesting to be in real time seeing a incredibly successful rapper who we all our lives.
An entrepreneur. He's
an
like
entrepreneur,
more than a
businessman.
a businessman before a rapper.
Reportedly worth
$1 billion.
$1 billion, which is why I don't feel sad for him. Because Diddy will never know poverty.
Well,
I mean, he know jail. Okay, he might.
I don't feel sad for Diddy.
I absolutely
because
don't.
My problem with the men and the doing this is like, yo, you guys get so much whatever you want. Pussy's thrown at you all day. So that's not good enough. You now have to take it.
Right.
Now it has to be more. You have to twist it more.
Right.
And like, I hate that. I think that's awful. I think it's absolutely awful. And I don't really get it.
It's power.
But I don't get it. I don't understand the power play of sex. Or like when you're someone who has a whole bunch of power and you can't just be like cool.
Right.
Like I feel like if I had a whole bunch of power, I would be cool.
Yes. Say that again.
I think if I had a whole bunch of power, I would be cool. Because realistically, I have quite a bit of power now. Mm-hmm. And like the way I run my life and the way that I do kind of things and the way that what things that happen, I have quite a bit of power over what it is that is happening. Mm-hmm. Quite a bit of power in the situation. So like if I have power over like 85% of what's happening to me and the shit that's going on, if I had more power, it would just be because I have power over more money, but it would still probably only be about the same 85%. That I don't see that percentage changing.
Right.
Much so.
So 5 lawsuits have been filed against Diddy in the last 4 months. Okay. 2 were filed in New York with both complaints alleging that Combs had raped them.
We should file against Diddy. Sure. No, because, okay. You and me were in the studio oohing and eyeing on a Diddy Dirty Money track.
Child.
In 2012.
How old were you then?
17. It's that dirty money. It's that dirty money. Hey, whatever. And because Diddy's just been so coke fueled for the last like 15 years.
That nigga full of drugs.
So he'll just blend us in with the other people, and then when they do like a Diddy, like lawsuit, like a Diddy class action. Okay. We just get in under the skirt.
That's funny.
I think that would work. I think that would work. Diddy, we come in for ours. I remember what happened.
Wait, say that again.
Nothing.
Yeah, don't. So supposedly he had no idea that they were coming on Monday.
Of course, that's the way it's supposed to be.
But here's why that's interesting to me because, okay, he didn't know, but the news knew though.
The news did not know.
No, they did know because supposedly, and this is all credible things according to TMZ, so blame them. TMZ is claiming that news outlets were stationed above Diddy's house an hour before the raid. How the fuck did they know to station above that nigga's house in Homely Hills? If they were not told, we're going to Diddy's house.
But how can we prove that Diddy didn't know?
No, I'm not talking about Diddy. I'm saying I will give him that. He wasn't even in town. What I'm saying is that maybe he didn't know, but clearly...
Who said that he didn't know?
He's saying that he didn't know. He was in Miami on spring break, getting ready to go to, I think, another country with his teenage Kim Porter twins. God bless her soul.
Oops, spicy.
Because, he had children with the woman, with his ex-wife, Kim Porter. I think they were married.
Yeah.
And he was on the tarmac, which is why there's a video of him circling, like, the Miami airport when it all was happening. Like he's pacing back and forth. TMZ caught him and he's like, you can tell he's in like life is going completely.
There's a lot happening.
It's a lot happening. Because at that time, that's when he got word that they had raided his house in Miami and also his home in Los Angeles.
Like, can you imagine?
And arrested his drug guy who was there, who was a 25-year-old white guy. That's funny. I said to one of our friends earlier, talking about like prepping for this show, I said, Diddy said the white guy going to jail first. Because they did arrest him because that guy, when they apprehended Diddy.
The Syracuse basketball player. The drug runner?
Yeah, his name is Brendan something. He's 25 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
He was, and they're calling him like a drug mule.
Sure.
And he was with Diddy.
In Miami.
in Miami had cocaine on him, and they locked him up. Diddy said, take the cracker first.
I mean, Diddy will pay the bill.
Yeah, he paying a lot of bills.
Diddy gonna pay that bill. That
He
white
gonna
boy.
pay the bill.
That white boy is out.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't heard that he was still in.
Oh no, click.
He was arrested. You know,
No, yeah,
I
arrested,
didn't
and
think that.
Diddy made sure that was the end. That Diddy, he's out.
So, I think my first question
Sit up in the jail to roll up on me.
That's funny. I think my first question to you is that, so now that this happened, how long do you think before, because
Well, all of he got dropped by everybody. He's no longer owning. He doesn't own.
he's
Ciroc.
done. Yeah,
he's done. He's out.
Yeah,
He's
he's done.
he's
Sean
in-
John is discontinued.
He's bought out of everything.
He's privately sold his Revolt shares.
Yep.
Privately to an anonymous person. We don't know who that person is. He had another company that was like a black version of Amazon online. I wrote down whatever it was called, and 18 of those company black niggas said, "Get away from me with this Apollo."
That part.
They don't want no part of him. He's on an island by himself. I do think that in some ways. But I wonder to you though, like, because they just don't raid people like they did. And by the way, they're claiming allegedly, according to
I mean, they do. The police do raid niggas. They do. They do that.
yeah, but usually when they raid and listen,
They do that.
Raids
J.
are
Cole,
horrible.
J. Cole got a music video of, I guess the neighbors think I'm selling dope, and it's literally his house getting raided by like this.
yeah. But by coastal, you fucking Diddy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. I am just wondering, like, how soon? Well, what happens? Not only
They raid
what-
niggas, but they don't really just be raiding billionaires like that.
No,
They don't.
no.
So some shit's going down.
Some shit's going down.
Because Diddy got enough money to buy his way out of it.
Yeah, that's why. Again, I keep saying that's why I don't feel bad for him. I mean, I don't feel bad for him because I just don't. But
He really do though. He got enough money to buy his way out of it.
yeah, and even if he go to jail, he's never going to know poverty.
I don't understand. I just wish that like I need them to take down some more white men because like I feel like it's been a lot of black men that I'm remembering recently, and I'm like it's too many. And there's a bunch of evil white men. And I feel like it's not being equally like spread around at the moment. Because like Me Too when it first started was all like white dudes in Hollywood,
Yeah,
and then now it's like this like music industry reckoning.
which is deserved. If you do wrong, you do wrong.
No, yeah, I don't, yeah, not disagreeing. And now it's like I need to go back to white people. Realistically.
I hear that. I don't. One thing I also thought was interesting is that supposedly, according to TMZ and to reports, they Diddy's electronics was seized by the feds.
That's bad.
That is bad because they claim he was the type of nigga that had recordings of all type of shit.
That's really bad.
So I mean,
That's super
buckle up. But
That's super bad.
you-
That's not good for him.
that is not good for him. But here's my thing about the white and black conversation. I understand that we just
Home raided? Don't you need like judicial? You need like
bi-coastal. No,
you
yeah.
need like evidence
yes
in
yes,
like
yes.
jurisdictions for that to be approved on a billionaire.
They didn't just do this. This is some stuff. Something is finna break.
My grandmother
Yeah,
called
talk
me
about that.
today, and she was saying, "Well, are you going to talk about Diddy on the show?"
I love that. Come on, people have asked me that too.
And I was like,
I told the people we were talking about. The people have been asking,
"Well, see, because I don't give a fuck about Diddy. I don't.
like, as a person or what's going on.
Or just in general, but like, I just
Yeah,
feel
I
like,
don't care about it.
but I just wish that, like,
You wish what?
I just wish he wasn't like evil.
Because
I feel like you should be able to have an idea and make money and not be evil. And it seems like a lot of the billionaires are all evil.
it's true.
Like, why does everyone have to be evil? I feel like they can't all be, but a lot of them seem a little evil. But I don't want Jay-Z to be evil.
They say it's coming.
I don't want Jay-Z to be
They
evil.
say listen. I will say this, that Beyonce's a Virgo, so that bitch already got this day planned. Yeah.
Actually,
Already got this day planned.
Jay-Z, I'm joking. I think you're awesome, and I think Beyonce's awesome too. And
Beyonce
that
already
was a
got.
joke.
She
I'm
already
sorry.
got the telephone when she gonna call Michelle and say, "Pull out the air mattress for room with Sir in Bali." What's the children's name? Blue.
Not me. Not me.
She's already done told Kelly we may be making fried chicken all together, lamenting about a nigga who's been drugged out the house for wrongdoing. Because here's what I've heard. I've heard that this is just the beginning. I think that hip hop did kind of skate through that Hollywood Me Too. Hip hop just so happened to be niggas. And here's the thing.
If I hadn't heard all these stories I heard today from
I know
someone
that.
who I knew was fucked up, I would really.
You'd be giving me a different.
I would combat you
I
a
know
little
you
bit
would.
more,
I know
but
you would.
realistically, let me tell you, people, Oko has been saying Trey Songz's name to me for a few years.
I have.
Realistically, the entire time we've known each other.
Yeah.
And
never let up because I knew I had heard things.
And she was like, she who was also plugged in with all these niggas was like, he's worse than Chris Brown. And Chris Brown has an awful reputation.
Yeah.
And he's like, she verbatim, he is worse than Chris Brown. And, you know, he is worse than Chris Brown and no one talks about it.
Aubrey O'Day. You know Aubrey.
I do.
She tweeted.
With them big old stripper titties.
Yeah. Donald Trump's ex. Donald Trump Jr.'s ex.
Donald Trump Jr.'s ex.
Yeah.
We love some big old stripper titties.
We do. No, that's true.
We do.
She tweeted.
Put it in my face.
She tweeted over I think.
But they gotta smell like perfume, but not sweat.
Okay. She tweeted.
I don't like under titty sweat smell.
Above.
Under titty sweat smell. Under titty sweat smell. Under titty sweat smell. Under titty sweat smell.
All right, let me finish. Shit. She tweeted that.
I don't want that shit.
What you sow, you shall reap.
Who?
Aubrey O'Day, we're talking about, tweeted that what you sow, you shall reap. She went on to say, this is a tweet. This is all when the raid happened. She said, I pray this emboldens all of us victims to finally speak on what we have endured.
Audrey O'Day, she hadn't said anything before this.
No, she did say at one point early on how, I think I said this on the show, how Diddy, when he gave them their rights to the music a couple months ago,
put a bunch of
had them sign like an NDA.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't sign it.
Yeah.
She said, fuck you. I want to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm going to get this good money over here.
Fuck you.
I'll wait. I'll play the long game.
And hey, that's not bad. But, you know, we like our audience.
We do like our audience.
So I got a
Hello,
little
audience.
We do. I got a little idea that yesterday I asked our audience, some of my people on Instagram, what were their thoughts on Diddy. And I said that I would read some of them on the show. Okay. Because I want our takes on what they say.
Let's do it.
And I'm not all anonymous.
I'm ready.
One person said, RuPaul drag race that nigga. That's funny.
I don't know what that means.
Like drag him. Like he deserves it.
Oh. RuPaul drag race that nigga.
Yeah.
That's not that funny.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, another one said, bury him. And still waiting on the truth behind Kim's death to arise next. Meaning Kim Porter.
I don't like that. That's not nice.
Well, this person you really like who said that, though. Oh, you really do. Another one said...
I just mean it's not nice. I want that to not be true. I don't think that people...
Okay.
I don't want to think that he's on some Olivia Pope scandal, taking niggas out when they got to be taken out.
One person said, essentially, all I feel is disappointed, I guess, in this situation.
That's how I kind of feel.
And that person went on to say...
That's definitely how I kind of feel.
Good. That person went on to say that they are not getting rid of his music, that he wasn't a musician.
Okay, first of all, they don't got that many songs that I like.
Okay.
It's that dirty money. Hey.
I like that one. They said that he wasn't a musician, his artists and victims were, so to cancel the music would be doing all those people a disservice. I can understand that angle.
Debatable. The only one making the money off of it is Diddy.
Well, he did give them their rights back. So they getting something. Yeah, I mean, he did do that. I don't know what now, 25 years later.
Well, and now it's all tarnished, so no one's going to play Diddy songs.
Someone said, just because he suck a little wee-wee, fuck that he made them niggas walk for cheesecake. That's a Making the Band reference.
Fuck.
Where he made...
Wait, I know Making the Band, Day 26, Danny Kane.
The person said, just because he suck a little wee-wee.
He...
Meaning Diddy.
Diddy, yeah.
Fuck that he made them niggas walk for cheesecake.
Fuck that he made them niggas walk for cheesecake?
So that's why.
Oh, fuck that he made them niggas walk with you.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Uh,
Sometimes grammar or like sometimes you just see stuff because when you
no, that's true. I get that. Yeah.
Sure.
That's
My
also
brain.
makes why this bit is funny. Another one said that nigga is in a villain. We glossing over murders, car explosions, and horrible business.
Bitch, it is not. Oh, it was car
Oh
explosion.
yes, let's be very clear. There's I ain't
Kid
seen a
Cudi
lie.
said it was Kid Cudi who
Yes,
said it was
I ain't
car
seen a
explosion,
lie
but
in this.
He said he blew up his car.
And there have been stories. There have been stories that he had ties to Pac and Biggie's murder.
I was gonna say that. I was like,
There's no lie in this.
I was gonna say it's not an episode of Empire,
No lies in this.
but maybe it is.
Another person said fuck Diddy. I agree with that. This other person said call Kamala Harris now.
Call Kamala.
Lock that ass up and throw away the fucking key. And I think the last one is Diddy did it. Done got caught. I repute you back to hell, demon.
Did you see the meme of the diddler?
I did.
Black people are so funny.
Oh no one's more funny.
Black people are so funny.
No one's more funny than niggas.
Like the diddler.
No one's more funny than niggers. And Touré Roberts was on MSNBC.
Who?
Touré is a journalist
Okay.
who was on MSNBC with Joy Reid's show. You know
Okay.
Joy Reid? She's a black woman.
Maybe.
I'll show you her. And he was basically saying of his personal like recollection with Diddy. Watch it and play.
Former president, he has
No.
long demonized
That's
the
not it.
prosecutors who go.
I love that. That's not it.
Oh.
Turn it off.
No, turn it off.
I gave you the wrong one.
Okay.
I love that this show is like a mess today, honey. That's definitely not
We got
it.
about 5 minutes left.
Oh, that's good. This is it. Sorry, people. Shit.
Disturbed many years ago. Okay, I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Yeah.
And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, oh, like this is how it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. Spicy.
And that's what I meant when I said that. When I say to you that, for this to be on Joy Reid's show, talking about this type, like giving that energy to these allegations or these recollections of Diddy,
Sure.
it lets you know it's a new day, because it was one thing, Corey, for Wendy Williams to be saying it on the radio. But it's another thing, like these never really made national TV conversations.
Sure.
So I feel like we're just in a different, we are in a different day.
Diddy just seems like, I don't know, it just I feel like when you have when you like have done so much and you have all the money and you have the success and you have the power, and is that not enough?
Well, not if you wanting power to hurt people.
But I mean,
That's the
like,
key.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, it depresses me, the concept that that's not enough, because there's so many people who have so much less.
Well, because you're not vindictive.
But even like, I can understand the dude who's like mad about his life that sucks.
That's
And
not the
taking-
same thing
and
as
taking-
being vindictive.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's a lot. That's uglier.
It is very ugly. It is.
This version with the diddler's uglier.
Makes me think of Jay-Z, who said that fame, he told Oprah famously in an interview that fame only heightens and exposes who you really are. We were hearing stories about Diddy being a bullshit person when he was at Howard University doing mean things to people. So the bigger the britches, the bigger the power. The meaner you are. You're not going to want to harm anyone when you become a billionaire, because Corey Broke don't want to harm anyone. But I will, from a psychological standpoint, something tells me this nigga, even raised in Harlem with no money. He was vindictive. Maybe
that would make sense because he
think,
comes from no money, so it's probably, he's probably been like this the whole damn time. I think that
this is just a person who flaws have been shown.
It took a while.
Listen, that's why another reason why I don't feel bad for him. How long he's been Diddy? For 30 years? It's like that R. Kelly conversation. They had a nice reign. And the difference is that this nigga is way more richer than Robert Kelly.
Way more richer.
So, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, Puffy. Boo-hoo, P. Diddy. Boo-hoo, Sean John. I just feel bad for him, his young girls. Because I don't know as a father what are you saying to your children when your world is crumbling with these allegations? I said the same thing about Cosby. What the fuck was he saying to his daughters when 55 women was coming out saying that he drugged me and raped me? What are you saying to your children?
Sure.
Fuck me and you, people who paid for your albums or your music or your TV shows. You don't know us. But what are you saying to the people who livelihood is based upon your wealth? But not only that, you're their father or their son. It's something very, just stay tuned because we'll be here to talk about it.
We will be here,
We'll be here. You want to do, can we end with you telling me some pray and pause?
Let's do it. Okay, So we got our new section that we've been teasing around. We're out on episode 20.
We are.
I think we're wrapping season 1 at 25, right?
Yes. Coming up.
So we're coming up on the end of season 1. It's gonna be exciting. We're getting there. We're making our moves and doing our things. And so praise or pause is one of these things we're thinking about. Like we're like, what do we like? What are some things we might maybe we'll bring regularly in season 2?
Yeah.
We're testing some stuff.
Yeah.
We got a few more episodes to do some testing for season 2. So we're gonna do praise or pause. Praise or pause overalls.
Pause for me. Praise for you.
No, it's just for you. Why is it got to be? No, don't look at me. Now I feel. Stop looking at me.
Well, why were you looking at yourself when you said them?
No, well, I was starting to think. Okay. All right.
It would be different if you weren't wearing them.
All right. Praise or pause. Country music.
Pause. I don't give a shit, but I'm excited about Carter Cowboy.
I really am. I think
Cowboy Carter.
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Willie Nelson is on it.
Jolene.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton,
and Dolly.
Jolene, yeah, and Dolly, which we called.
I did, yeah. I said Dolly and Reba. I don't know. Reba's not. Willie was a
surprise. Actually, that's super exciting.
Willie said, hey, Willie's, I want to say the story on the podcast. Willie looks a certain way. And Willie, for some reason.
Old, crinkly white man.
Yeah, for some reason, racist white people thought that Willie was a Trumper. And he had a couple years ago during the Trump, you just had to let them know that, why are you guys, first of all, upset with me for supporting Hillary Clinton when I've only been a Democrat my whole life?
Sure.
He's like, and this is a white man talking to white people. He's like, I don't know why y'all think I'm voting for Republican. He says, I've never voted Republican. And that was like a moment where even whiteness is so confounding that it confounds the host.
I don't understand whiteness.
They stupid.
Well, it's just like very ranging. They're a very large group.
They are. You have any more?
Praise or pause, acai bowls.
Oh, no, pause. I don't want no parts of that.
Bacon, egg, and cheeses.
Pause lately. I missed and ordered for free.
This is depressing. Okay.
What's depressing?
You don't like acai bowls, or you're pausing acai bowls and fucking bacon, egg, and cheese?
Both of them.
That's
I'm telling
crazy.
you why with the bowl, with the bacon, egg, and cheese. The other day I was at McDonald's getting my coffee and I had a free reward and they gave me a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and I hated it. And it wasn't that it was bad. It was just that I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. But then it made me realize that I don't like breakfast sandwiches. Out of recently, me and Tay went and had breakfast one time, and he had a breakfast sandwich, and I did not like it.
Oh, Tay.
Continue with your pray and pause.
Praise or pause. Praise or pause. Real plants or fake plants?
I only have real. I don't want no fake plants in my house.
I think I only want fake plants in my house.
Well, yeah.
Because I'm not like a good adult. Like
Do you have real plants?
I had one, and then I left them at my friend's house when I was moving.
You still never got them?
No, because she won't bring them to me, and
I don't blame her.
Well, I didn't have a car, but now I do.
No, it's too late now.
No, I'm pulling.
You can't go and get them. It's been almost a year. You can't do that, Corey. That's not right.
What do you mean that's not right?
Your ass forget your flowers.
I have my flowers for a year.
Father,
I didn't forget my flowers. I didn't have a car.
Fuck that. You're just like an absent father. I don't have a car. I didn't see you.
I'm going to go get my fucking flowers.
You got friends with cars.
Nigga. Those are my flowers. She was watching them for me. She was supposed to bring them to me.
No, no. Leave Miss Alto with them flowers.
No, I'm not leaving Miss Alto with them fucking flowers. Kayla, I'm coming to get my motherfucking flowers. I'm coming. She know.
I like Kayla. She's sweet.
Yeah, she's amazing. We love her.
Okay, well, last one.
No, you're supposed to ask me one.
I don't have any. Okay,
think of one.
Salsa.
Praise.
Okay, good.
I love salsa. I love how all salsas are different. Why are you trying to play? My praise and pause is about whatever. Fine.
Bye.
Episode 20 in the can.
See you guys.
All right. Bye.
I'm gonna do that shit.